Finally! At last I brought you here. Over 400 failures, and now I finally have. What are you exactly? Why are you so erratic? I must have something to calm you down around here. This'll work a wonder. Now then, back to the question at hand. What are you exactly? Human. Can't say I've ever heard of your kind, but I'll index your information later on. For the time being, I must bind you to myself. Now, could you tell me, do you humans think for yourselves, or do you have an alternative thought process? You know, things such as a central mind. You don't have a primal brain, your speech patterns tell me as much. Oh, you're an independent conscious being. Thank you for your cooperation. Now I know what type of collar to use for your binding. Oh, good, you're capable of asking questions. Well, let me explain a binding then. The creatures we summon are unruly. We don't know how they will react to being in a new world. So we calm them and we bind them to us. And as such, a trade takes place. You are taken care of for the lifespan of the summoner. Good health for the entire duration of the binding. And will be returned to where and when you came from after the death of the summoner. So, what do I, the summoner, receive? Well, we gain the powers and strengths of those we summon. Once bound, we gain control of everything you hold dear. I will finally get to show all those fools back at the academy how idiotic their decision was to kick me. Oh, my revenge will be swift and lethal. Too sweet to behold. You don't have any powers? Well, we'll deal with that later. Now, come, pet. I have many questions to ask, and you're so interesting. Please, take a seat. I will run through a series of questions. Please answer to the best of your abilities, as it will allow me to know how best to utilize you. Now, if you don't mind, this spell here will just record our conversation, and it will be catalogued later. Very good. Question 1. What is the name of your species? Oh, right, we did that. I believe you called yourself human, correct? Wonderful. We can run through the biology. Question 2. Do humans have multiple sexes, or are you an asexual species? Very interesting. What did you call those little human bits again? I see. Question 3. What is the average lifespan of a human? Oh, wow, that's kind of pathetic. Moving on. Question 4. Do all humans think alike? Share opinions and thrive as a society? Well, perhaps your species needs a bit of a rework. Question 5. Do humans have any special abilities? Powers beyond belief or anything like that? Some of you do and some don't. It is odd to see an inconsistency, but oh well. Question 6. Do you yourself have any special abilities? Like what? I don't know. You tell me. Question 7. Can you fly? Can you make shadows kill people? Manipulate matter? Hit just a bit harder than anyone else? Do you do anything interesting? Maybe you can persuade people you aren't useless. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Nothing at all. What use are you if you can't do anything? 400 failed summons just to receive you, a simple, mindless monkey. Question 8. What? No, you are the... What? No, you aren't the one asking questions here. Fine. If you wish to know what a failed summon is like, then I will enlighten you. A failed summon will make it to our world. However, each and every time something comes through, it has been this formless sludge. It smells of meat and blood, but overall has no use. Now, please, we only have a few questions left, and then we can complete the binding process for whatever worth it has left. Question 8. Would you be a willing participant for any experiment your summoner has planned for you? You do not have a choice in this, but certain procedures are opened if the participant consents to them. You don't know? Well, what would you like to know about them? These experiments range from how does this little stick affect your skin to what does your eyeball smell like after having super acid applied to it. Now, I can imagine your terror at the prospect, but I must implore you to try this out. I have the ability to regenerate your body to a perfect state at any given moment. Realistically, I could cut your hands off and pop, they would be right back on you like nothing had happened. Hell, you wouldn't even feel it. What is the consent for then? Well, personally, I believe that our bind is very personal and intimate. Tying someone's lifespan to yours, it's a very long time to be with a being. You may as well develop at least a friendship with them and have them willing to help out. That is what got me removed from the academy. They don't care about feelings or thoughts. They force summoned beings to participate in everything. I spoke against it, and they didn't stand for a single bit of it. So yes, I would need you to help me with your own experiments. I would like you to want to help out. I can't afford helpers, and all the other summonings didn't work, so just give me a chance. And if it doesn't work, I can send you back. But we can discuss that later. Some time to think about it. Question 9. What is your best dream and your worst nightmare? I see. Honestly, I don't know what that is, but if it's that terrible, then I must take your word for it. And your best dream is definitely weird, but if that's what you want, then perhaps I can help you achieve it. Finally, the last one. Question 10. What do you expect to happen? I'm afraid you are Very incorrect, my pet. I'll reveal your true purpose in a few short moments. But for now, you must follow me. You're tied down? Don't worry, we aren't walking. You'll need somewhere to stay while you're here. Oh, right, I need to untie you. I should also mention, I want to teach you some things, like arcane stuff. If you ever get curious, then feel free to read any of the books in here. The ones closest to the ground are beginner level. I assume you have no ability to cast spells and use magics at the moment. But I can't wait to teach you all about it. In between our actual job, of course. But I am still very excited to see an uneducated being learn the wonders of magic. If you start feeling worried, stressed, or generally uncomfortable, just call for me using that text over there. I will come and help you feel better. Whether it's through a spell, a bit of communication, or, well, no matter. I'll be here to help. Even if I did drag you from your other life, but that's not important. Just think about what I talked about earlier. Oh, and if you need food or water, you can use those books over there. Just tap on the image that looks good, and you'll get it in no time. Alright, that should be everything now. Take your time to soak everything in. I'll drop by later if you don't call me in earlier. Goodbye for now.